Hello. Sec here. Dun, 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 dun. I had too much coffee this morning. Had too much coffee this music is way too hype for me. I had too much coffee this morning. Look at this light, this is kind of cool. I didn't know it did this in the game. Okay, sorry. Coffee. Okay. Let's see, how would I do this then? Because the music is actually already basically as low as it's gonna go, so I think let's turn this down a bit. Bum 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 bum. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I actually think the music in this game is really good background music. It's just for whatever reason it's really loud in my headphones and it's making me very excited, more excited than I want to be right now. So I got this turned down a bit. Turn that down a little bit. Turn the effects up. Okay. Let's see. Speaking above a whisper, so the neighbors are going crazy. Alrighty, let me get the stream view on the other TV here. Got the analytics opened up. Okay, whoever's been hanging out, appreciate it. Unless no, well, I mean, I have no, yeah, that is not a perfect, we don't really know for sure, but because it's YouTube. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a good morning here. If you're coming to catch the VOD or whatever. Oops, gotta stop just touching buttons for no reason. Just make sure all the stuff on Discord is good, and then I'll probably just shut it down. Yeah, just kind of getting ready to talk to myself, kind of getting that mental headspace going here. So I got the stream up. Okay, so what am I doing today? So I thought I've been wanting for, like, I think a lot of people have, when they come into the stream, they're like, wow, this is a really chill stream. So I've been trying to find ways to make that fun for myself. I had really been hoping to play Manor Lords, which is the new hot shit strategy game that's released. Manor Lords, one of the new updates, because they switched to a different graphics driver thing, it doesn't really work on my laptop right now, and I haven't really had the interest in I don't really care enough to download a new graphics driver or anything. For whatever reason, the link that they give you in the game seems to be kind of, it looks like it links to some malware or something. So I mean, I'm not doing that to myself right now. So it's just like, no thanks. I do got a light in here. I was hoping it would be a little bit nicer looking on the camera. I look a little washed out, so sorry about that. I promise not all of the music in this game is so hype, too. For some reason I'm really noticing it today. I'm gonna just keep, well, oops. Oops. Alright, well that's as low as it's gonna go. It should be that. Okay, then we switch to it should be good now. So I tried to make my hair look kind of like neat or something, but I don't know. I always like the where it's kind of teased up like that, but like not like back, but like kind of spiky, and I don't know. I really wanted to look like the guy from Cowboy Bebop. Always considered him sort of the ideal, but I don't think I'm anywhere near to being that cool yet. Also, I'm more of a jean jacket kind of person. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now. Anyway, I can't afford fashion to save my life, so we're not going to think about that. But yeah, so we got it's been a couple of days since I've done this. So I thought it would be nice to play an RTS or just something. Again, with Mandalords, for the moment being inaccessible, I just wanted to play another RTS, especially something, I don't know, just a little bit more standard, I guess. So I remembered that I had actually gotten this game a couple years ago and thought, well, heck, I'll just load it up again and see if it's fun. Because the extended edition of this game changes the vibe of the graphics pretty aggressively, and because the original game ran at, I think, like 30-ish FPS or something. Like, it didn't run very smoothly, if my memory is serving me right. And if you go look at old YouTube videos of the Thrones and Patriots, which is the original expansion pack, you can see that the game is going to run a lot differently than it does here. The other thing is that I'm sorry. So initially, when I had tried this game out, I was a little taken aback because it just didn't feel right, which I hope makes a little bit of sense. But yeah, so I just do. Well, we could probably try tough. I think I'm able to do that. So, but yeah. Anyway, so I thought, well, heck, we'll give this another shot, and actually I got kind of hooked into it pretty quickly. I've been sort of one of those things that I've been trying to think, like, in the back of my head for a while now. I've been debating, it's kind of been like one of those, I've played strategy games for a really long time, but I've never really been very good at them. I just like watching lots of little dudes die for me, and getting that power fantasy, or whatever you call it, or just the visuals of big battles and stuff like that. So learning the ins and outs of actual strategy games and the actual competitive aspect of it has always been a little bit alien to me. And I started watching, I've been a big fan of Spirit of the Law, who I think is pretty broadly popular, even beyond Age of Empires 2 content. Who just makes I don't know how relevant the content is necessarily to competitive play, but it's very well put together video stuff, just really well put together content in general, and it kind of got me inspired. And then I was watching a bit of Grubby's content, who does Warcraft 3, and Warcraft 3, I played so much of that when I was a kid, especially the Battle.net mods and the maps and all those different things. I remember playing Defense of the Ancients back when it was called Defense of the Ancients, before it was Dota and all that, so I thought that was pretty surreal to see that game turned into something. I just I just was really surprised to see that happen. But it's been kind of fun to see some of those games from from being a kid and not really ever learning them, just kind of seeing the effects and the visuals and all that, and wanting to discover more about them. So yeah, so that's so that's kind of like where I got this idea and what I've been thinking of doing with this particular stream today is, and then I again, because people have been, when they stop by the streams, they'll mention just like, hey, I thought this was pretty chill or pretty relaxing or whatever.
Alexander the Great was one of history's most brilliant generals. Alexander was thrust onto the throne at a young age after the murder of his father, the king of Macedonia, in 336 BC. At the time of his death, 13 years later, his empire spanned most of the known world from Greece to India. Follow in his footsteps or forge your own path as you attempt to conquer the world.
I thought they had more units, but sorry, I kind of got a little impatient there. But anyway, so yeah, I thought it would be a nice way to. I'm trying to think of a good way to say this. I thought it would be a fun thing to do for a chill stream, so I thought let's just go at it and see what happens. So I am very, very. I have played a lot of RTSs. I cannot say that I have any real knowledge of them. For example, like if you put me on a melee setup, or if you put me in a situation talking about Smash Melee or something, I could probably do okay with just about anybody. And even in the concept of FGC, I could probably at least have a conversation. But with RTS, I just don't know anything about it, to be honest. So I don't have a feel for how like anything really works in it. Everything that I've learned about the games has just been very everything that I've learned about it's been very, what's the word, through osmosis and watching videos and stuff, but it's nothing like, it doesn't really, I haven't been able to apply any of it, and I don't really know anything about playing them, so. This music is so fucking aggro, I'm sorry. There is more music in this one track, I promise you guys. So anyway, let's just get started then. I think I've talked for enough. And I think if I do anything in the game, the music track will change, so. The music in this game is really good, it's just, seems kind of irrelevant to what's happening on screen, so it's kind of just music in the background, if that makes sense, but anyway. Rise of Nations was a little bit unique because it was one of the first games, at least that I remember, of kind of the modern era of, I'm trying to say this without being super goofy sounding, but the modern era of RTS. It was one of the ones that really implemented this very open, non-linear style of game, of basically a campaign. Most RTSs had linear campaign, one mission, mission 1, mission 2, mission 3, etc. Oh no. Shoot. One second, I'm sorry about this. Sorry, should have planned for this errand to pop up, but that's okay. Anyway, we'll keep talking for a little bit. We'll see if that's something I got to do right now, or if I can. Yeah. And then maybe this might just end up being part 1, and I'll come back in a hot minute, and we'll knock off part 2 then. But anyway, while I'm waiting for this, I thought I would just talk a little bit about. Yeah. So anyway, this was one of the first games that opened with this, I guess, conquer the world, more non-linear style campaign map. I know one of the other games that did it was like Dawn of War, if you're a Warhammer fan or something like that. And they, for the most part, like the first, I don't know, I remember like the first 10 or so run-throughs of these, it's really, really cool, and then it just kind of starts to feel a little bit, you're kind of, I remember missing, pretty frequently missing the more linear designed campaigns, more story-driven campaigns and stuff like that. So, Jesus Christ. Sorry. Suck at the stuff, apparently. A bad habit of everything kind of happens all at once. I think that just might be the fact that I don't schedule things very well, or if there's I'm real sorry about this. Anyway, so trying to do 2 things at once here. I'm so sorry about this. But yeah, so I kind of with you know what? I think I'm gonna read the writing on the wall here. See, what's annoying about this is that whenever I want to stream on YouTube, I gotta like share a lot of those links and stuff, but I gotta do an errand that's not gonna get done any other time. Well, it's just better to get it done now, I think. So I'd rather get it taken care of and then just stream for the rest of the day. So we're gonna call this a part 1, I guess. Sorry. I am not seeing anybody watching right now either, so I don't feel super bad. I think it's mostly just going to be a VOD thing, but I'm going to end the stream for right now. We'll probably get back to it in a few hours, so sorry about that.